Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Classic Country A to Z. Tonight will be an all Statler Brothers night, and we won't even quite finish it tonight, but there will be a few more Statler Brothers next week, although not enough to fill another show. So, and to be honest, I was kind of completely surprised by how many great Statler Brothers songs there were. I didn't have these in my library before I put these set lists together, so it's kind of like Bill Anderson and even just most recently Sonny James. There were just more songs than I realized there. So, but we will finish the Statler Brothers next week, and then we'll get on to what I think will be Steve Wariner hits into next week. So, but tonight it's all Statler Brothers, and then of course there's an original song in the middle and a gospel at the end. So our first Statler Brothers song for tonight is another song written by Don Reed. He was one of the actual brothers in the Statler Brothers. This song, which is sort of about the struggles in life, rose to number 10 on the charts in 1976. And this song is called Thank God I've Got You. I got union dues and taxes and a mortgage due this month. And Fred got that promotion instead of me. I got more than I can handle and I don't know what to do. But through it all, thank God I got you. I got rooms needing paper and my old car's still in the shop. Billy broke his arm today at school. Mama called and said her stove went out and Daddy's got the flu. But through it all, thank God I got you. When things start getting tough, seems like you do too. When there just ain't enough, well, you always make do. When it gets more than I can handle and I don't know what to do, I just stop and thank God I've got you. I got kids asking questions I can't answer about the Lord. Finally put up my old pickup truck for sale. And that note I signed for Uncle Ed is 3 weeks overdue. Well, honey, here's hoping the same ain't true with you. When things start getting tough, seems like you do too. When there just ain't enough, well, you always make do. When it gets more than I can handle and I don't know what to do, I just stop and thank God I've got you. I just stop and thank God I've got you. Okay, next is another song written by the band member Lou DeWitt. This song could almost be considered sort of an answer song to that Statler Brothers song I did last week from 1974. That one was called Whatever Happened to Randolph Scott. It was kind of that one was one that was written by the two brothers, Harold Reed and Don Reed. And it was kind of lamenting about and complaining about the quality of the then current movies. Well, this next song is all about loving movies, and like the last song, this song also reached number 10 on the charts, 1977, and this one is called "The Movies." It also is kind of one of those list songs. At least once you get into it a little bit, you'll see that. There's lots of things in this old world, fancy cars and pretty girls, something I like more than sunny skies. The grandest thing I've ever seen are pictures on a movie screen. Wolfman, you're fried all right, but sure a sight for sore eyes. It's a world of kings and queens up there on that movie screen. It's a picnic crossing River Kwai. The movies are great medicine. I thank you, Thomas Edison, for giving us the best years of our lives. Citizen Kane came mutiny, mutiny on the bounty hunters, and the Sting. Thunder Road and Road to Rio, Rio Grande and Grand Hotel. Tell them Willie Boy was here with Bride of Frankenstein and Shane. I love anything that moves, dancing feet to horses' hooves, Peyton Place to Dorothy's trip to Oz. Tom Mix to David Hedison, thank you, Thomas Edison, for giving us the best years of our lives. I love Captain Blood and Elmer Fudd. I love Captain Blood and Elmer Fudd and Charlie Chan. Then Ben Hur, the way we were, True Grit and Music Man. Thunderball and Walking Tall and Jaws and Jesse James. Dr. No and Vertigo and Singing in the Rain. Singing in the rain. Blood and Sand and Santa Fe, Dunaway and Getaway, Mexicali, Rose and Rosemary. Blackboard Jungle, Jungle Jim, Jim Football American, and American in Paris, Paris Blues, Blue Hawaii. I'm the teacher's pet on the ship of fools. The movies were my special school. I'm the graduate of 12 o'clock high. The movies are great medicine. I thank you, Tommy Edison, for giving us the best years of our lives. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The movies are the craziest. I'll be a movie nut until I die. The movies are great medicine. Thank you, Thomas Edison, for giving us the best years of our lives. And Roy Rogers, you gave us the best years of our lives. Well, there's lots of chord movement in that song, and that proved challenging there. All right, so next, next one was a number 8 hit for the Statler's in 1977. It was written by Don Reed, the lead singer. This song is about a lost love that sort of leaves you wondering if the lost love has returned or not. And this is called I Was There. When she bought her first heels, I was there. When she combed those last pigtails from her hair. When she wore her sister's dress to the prom, I must confess, when the last dance was danced, I was there. When I first fell in love, she was there. And I can still remember when and where. But life gives and takes, and we all have our breaks. When she broke her first heart, I was there. When she walked down the aisle, I was there when she took the vows to always love and care. With dignity and grace, I quietly took my place. With the friends of the bride, I was there. And when they had their first fight, and she called in the night, though I knew it wasn't right, I was there. And when he left her again, and she needed a friend, like the fool I've always been, I was there. The last time we met, he was there. And whatever he thinks, I don't care. Well, I loved her first, and he loved her worst. I know she told me so when I was there. Yes, I know she told me so when I was there. Okay, now, next up, another Don Reed song. This one also made the charts in 1977. This song is sort of a war story song from the home front, war story from the home front song, I guess you'd say. This one's called Silver Medals and Sweet Memories. Just a picture on a table, just some letters Mama saved, and a costume brooch from England. On the back it has engraved, to Eileen, I love you, London 1943. And she never heard from him again, and he never heard of me. And the war still ain't over for Mama. Every night in her dreams she still sees the young face of someone who left her silver medals and sweet memories. In Mama's bedroom closet, to this day on her top shelf, there's a flag folded three-cornered, laying all by itself. And the sergeant would surely be honored to know how pretty she still is, and that after all these lonely years, his Eileen still lives. And the war still ain't over for Mama. Every night in her dreams she still sees the young face of someone who left her silver medals and sweet memories. Silver medals and sweet memories. All right. I should check comments here. Mary Pat, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hosting us this weekend, having us down this weekend. That was great fun. Craig, also, thanks for joining. And Gail and Carrie, thanks for tuning in. All right. We are all Statler Brothers tonight. If you probably maybe missed the introduction, but we're all Statler Brothers tonight. So, next up, another one is sort of a biographical song written by Don and Harold Reed, the two brothers. The song is sort of an ode to songwriters everywhere, and it was also on the charts in 1977. This one's called Some I Wrote. Someday when it's all over and they come to carry me, you're walking slow and wearing black with the rest of the family. When the choir stands to sing a song, make sure it's one of mine. I had a few more tunes I wanted to write, but I ran out of time. Well, some I wrote for money, some I wrote for fun, some I wrote and never threw away, some I wrote and threw away and never sang to anyone. One I wrote for Mama, and a couple still aren't through. I've lost track of all the rest, but the most I wrote for you. Well, that day when it's all over and you're sitting all alone, they'll call and ask you what you want to have written on my stone. Tell them when I was born and died, the year and the day. And if there's room for something more, here's what you can say. Well, some he wrote for money, some he wrote for fun, some he wrote and threw away and never sang to anyone. One he wrote for his mama and never finished 2 or 3. He lost track of all the rest, but the most he wrote for me. Yeah, some I wrote for money, some I wrote for fun, some I wrote and threw away and never sang to anyone. One I wrote for Mama, and a couple still aren't through. I've lost track of all the rest, but the most I wrote for you. Yeah, I've lost track of all the rest, but the most I wrote for you. Okay. Yet another song now written by the Reed brothers. The song was their 27th country hit and the first of 4 number-1 hits that they would have in their career. This was also the group's the only number-1 hit with their original tenor, Lou DeWitt, and this song hit number-1 in 1978. And it's called Do You Know You Are My Sunshine? She was standing in the crowd all alone, looking pretty, listening to the music that we played. She walked up and whispered. I leaned down and listened to the request that she made. Do you know you are my sunshine? She asked so sweet and tenderly. Do you know you are my sunshine? And would you do it one more time for me? Border to border and ocean to ocean, I still look for her every place. Chasing the sunshine each and every night, I'm searching every crowd for her face. She was gone just as quick as the song that she asked for, taking my sunshine away. But someday when I finally look down and see her, I know just what I'm gonna say. Do you know you are my sunshine? Do you know what your smile did to me? Do you know you are my sunshine? And it looks like you're always gonna be. Do you know you are my sunshine? Do you know what your smile did to me? Do you know you are my sunshine? And would you do it one more time for me? Do you know you are my sunshine? All right. Carrie, thanks for joining, and glad you enjoy the Statler Brothers. I'm enjoying them more than I even remember from before, so that makes two of us. All right, next up, a song that was written by Harold Reed's daughter, Kim Reed. And this song, this is one of the few songs not written by one of the band members. This song went all the way to number 3 in the charts for them in 1978. This one is called Who Am I to Say? I wish I had $1 for every time I was unkind. I wish I had an answer for all the questions on her mind. I wish I had a dime for all the time she needed me. I wish I'd realized, but I was much too blind to see. All she wanted was to love me, but all I did was turn away. If I'd known how much she needed me, she might be here today. And if I'd only been more open and understood her ways, she might be in my arms tonight. But who am I to say? If I'd only been more loving when she needed a best friend, if I'd only patched up pieces that she needed me to mend, if I'd seen her troubled heart and figured out just what to do, she might be laying here tonight saying I love you. All she wanted was to love me, but all I did was turn away. If I'd known how much she needed me, she might be here today. And if I'd only been more open and understood her ways, she might be in my arms tonight. But who am I to say? She should be in my arms tonight. But who am I to say? So I scroll the screen to get the full song on the screen, and then I left that tag off the bottom of the screen. On the audio, you might not even catch it, but those watching saw me frantically move the screen. All right, next up, another song written by the brothers, Don and Harold Reed. I couldn't find anything on whether there's any biographical truth to this song, but the song did rise to number 5 on the charts for them in 1978. And this song is called The Official Historian on Shirley Jean Burrell. And we'll make sure we have the full song on the screen this time. I'm the official historian on Shirley Jean Burrell. I've known her since God only knows, and I won't tell. I caught her the first time she stumbled and fell, and surely she knows me just as well. I can tell you her birthday and her daddy's middle name, the uncles on her mama's side and the ones they don't claim, what she's got for Christmas since 1952. And that's only the beginning of the things I could tell you. 'Cause I'm the official historian on Shirley Jean Burrell. I've known her since God only knows, and I won't tell. I caught her the first time she stumbled and fell, and surely she knows me just as well. I can tell you her favorite song and where she likes to park, and why to this very day she's scared of the dark, and how she got her nickname and that scar behind her knee. If there's anything you need to know about Shirley, just ask me. I know where she's ticklish and her every little quirk, the funnies she don't read and her number at work. I know what she stands for and what she won't allow. The only thing that I don't know is where she is right now. 'Cause I'm the official historian on Shirley Jean Burrell. I've known her since God only knows, and I won't tell. I caught her the first time she stumbled and fell, and surely she knows me just as well. And surely she knows me just as well. Okay. Now we've reached the portion of the show where I do one of our original songs. Looks like we're almost a little ahead of schedule. That's good. This is a song that, another one that my friend Charlie and I wrote together. This song is about having regrets for past decisions, wishing you could have done something different. I think we all probably have choices in life that we would have done differently if we'd known, but this is called The Road Not Taken. Driving my old Ford back when I was young, met a fork in the road and had to choose one. The road to the right looked easy and fast. To the left stood a hill I couldn't see past. Well, youth, as they say, is wasted on the young. I chose back then to take the easy one, but in my rearview mirror, looking back on then, I wish I could choose all over again. I wish I'd kissed that girl, wish I'd joined that band, said yes more than no, wish I'd taken command, asked more of myself and turned left in my teens, climbed over that hill and followed my dreams. Well, my life these days isn't all that bad. I've got a wife and a kid, the same job I've always had. While playing it safe has never been a sin, I can't take my mind off what might have been. Well, there's no way to tell which way is best. We live with our choices and whatever comes next. But if there's one thing I know, I sure know this. Well, there's no reward without taking risks. Yeah, I wish I'd kissed that girl, wish I'd joined that band, said yes Know that more than know, wish I'd taken command. Asked more of myself and turned left in my teens. Climbed over that hill and followed my dreams. I should have asked more of myself and turned left in my teens. Climbed over that hill and followed my dreams. All right. I made the mistake of changing up that ending a little bit, and like this morning. Got to do that earlier in the week. Okay, their next song was a number 7 hit for the Statler Brothers in 1979. This is another one of those list songs, and it was also written by both Don and Harold Reed. And it's sort of a tongue-in-cheek message describing what it takes to be a country star. In the process of describing this, they list the names of 27 different country stars, including the first names of each of the Statler brothers. And this song is called How to Be a Country Star. There's questions we're always hearing everywhere we go. Like, how do I cut a record or get on a country show? Well, it takes more than just ambition and 3 chords on an old guitar. There's a few more things you ought to learn to be a country star. You gotta learn to sing like Waylon or pick like Jerry Reed, yodel like Jeannie Shepherd, or write songs like Tom T. Put a cry in your voice like Haggard, learn Spanish like Johnny R, whisper like Bill Anderson, and you'll be a country star. Play piano like Ronnie Millsap, or Gilly or Jerry Lee. Yo-yo like Roy Acuff, or talk plain like Ralph Emery. Growl like Conway Twitty. Get a red, white, and blue guitar. Build a swimming pool like Webb did, and you'll be a country star. We'll be tall like Sonny James is. Tell jokes like Minnie Pearl, or be short like Jimmy Dickens, or play 5-string like Earl. Get a headband like Willie, learn to stutter like Mamel, get a cap like Roy Clark wore, or a voice like Barbara Mandrell. Be rich like Eddie Arnold, say you're making more than you are. Get a gimmick like Charlie Pride Guy, and you'll be a country star. But if you have no talent, and if you're not a male, if you're built somewhat like Dolly, or have a face like Crystal Gale, come backstage and ask for Harold, Phil, Don, or Lou. and we'll see you get audition for the Statler Brothers Review. So there you go. All right. Next up, song went to number 8 on the charts for them in 1980. This is another example of sort of that presumptuous strategy we've seen other artists do occasionally of including an all-new song, brand new song, on a greatest hits album without really knowing whether this song was ever going to be a hit or not. But at number 8, we can classify this as a hit for them. This is called I'll Even Love You. Okay. When you're lying there in bed late at night and all alone with nothing on but the radio, listening to the Midnight Man, taking telephone requests, playing songs that you and I used to know. Do you ever think of me and all the nights that we wasted and can't get back again? But if we ever do, honey, I promise you I'll even love you better than I did then. When you go for a walk in the leaves when it's cold, or lay when it's warm in the sun, with time on your hands and memories on your mind, or a long sleepless night has just begun. Do you ever think of me and all the nights that we wasted and can't get back again? But if we ever do, honey, I promise you I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. I'll even love you better than I did then. Now, another song written by the two brothers. I don't know that we've, other than maybe Hank Williams, I'm trying to think of another artist. I guess some of the big songwriters, Bill Anderson, same way, that so many of their hits were songs that they wrote themselves. This another one, again from the two brothers, and this song went to number 5 for them in 1981. This song is an affirmation of a breakup, with one half of the couple, of the ex-couple, using sort of the "when pigs fly" type of hyperboles for describing when they might get back together. This is called "Don't Wait on Me." When the sun wakes up in the west and lays its head down in the east, when they ordain Madeline O'Hare and she becomes a priest, when a San Diego sailor comes home with no tattoo, when the lights go on at Wrigley Field, I'll be coming home to you. But don't wait on me, little darling. Lord, can't you see, little darling, I only go so far, there's no guarantee. Don't wait on me to That's something I just can't do. Never have and don't intend to. Don't wait on me. When the wind don't blow in Chicago and L.A. is cold and clear, when they unfurl Old Glory and no one stands to cheer, when my brother-in-law phones me and the charges aren't reversed, when the cabbie don't want a bigger tip, I'll be sliding home from First. But don't wait on me, little darling. Lord, can't you see, little darling, I only go so far, there's no guarantee. Don't wait on me to win you. That's something I just can't do. Never have and don't intend to. Don't wait on me. When you load up on a long shot and you win by half a nose, when the 4th of July parade is called because it snows, when the waiting room is empty and the doc says come right in, when Christmas comes before New Year's, I'll be coming home again. But don't wait on me, little darling. Lord, can't you see, little darling, I only go so far, there's no guarantee. Don't wait on me to win you. That's something I just can't do. Never have and don't intend to. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Okay. Next up, another one, and actually there was their final hit, 1981. This creative song was written by Don Reed, just the one brother, and as far as I know, it's the only country song describing a guy attending his ex-wife's second wedding. This song is called Years Ago. Make sure I got the right setting here. I didn't come to kiss the bride, so don't seat me on either side. I just came by to see the show. I'm close enough, I'll stand right here. I can see and I can hear. Of course, I heard it all years ago. I hear the organ play a minor melody. Is that the one they call their song? Church vows always make love sound so easy, but as long as you live is so long. I didn't come to kiss the bride, nor come to call the groom outside, and no, I can't stay to say hello. Well, that's not the reason I came by. I came today to say goodbye to something that happened years ago. I hear the organ play a minor melody. Is that the one they call their song? What God joins together, let no man put asunder, but it sure put us under, right or wrong. Well, give the bride and groom my best, and tell her mom and all the rest that I was here but really had to go. The reception line's too long outside, and I didn't come to kiss the bride, 'cause I did all that years ago. there's no reason I should stay. The groom won't shake hands anyway, and I kissed the bride years ago. Okay, unique, one-of-a-kind storyline there. All right, late in 1981, the group's tenor, Lou DeWitt, took a leave of absence from the group due to surgery and treatment for Crohn's disease. And at his suggestion, the band hired Jimmy Fortune, a guy by the name of Jimmy Fortune, for his temporary replacement. And Lou DeWitt rejoined the group in June of 1982, and Jimmy Fortune was offered the permanent position in the backing band. But that arrangement lasted less than a week, and Lou DeWitt officially retired that same month, with Jimmy becoming the permanent replacement. So next up is the newly comprised Statler Brothers' first release in 1982. And it's one of the very few Statler Brothers songs in my collection that's not written either by one of the band members or their family. The one was written by Kim Reed, Harold's daughter. This song was written by Waylon Holyfield and Johnny Russell, and the song went to number 3 in the charts for the Statlers in 1982, and it's called You'll Be Back. All my friends ask what can they do to help me get over you, but I'm not blue and all broken in two. Why should I miss you? 'Cause you'll be back every night in my dreams. You'll be back, and it won't even seem like you're gone. No, I won't be alone, 'cause you'll be back every night in my dreams. Walk the floor and cry until dawn. Watch the door and sit by the phone. Oh no, not me. Why worry and moan just because you're gone? 'Cause you'll be back every night in my dreams. You'll be back, and it won't even seem like you're gone. No, I won't be alone, 'cause you'll be back every night in my dreams. Yes, you'll be back every night in my dreams. You'll be back, and it won't even seem like you're gone. No, I won't be alone, 'cause you'll be back every night in my dreams. I'll see you in my dreams, dreams, dreams. Okay, next song. The next one they released in 1982 made it to the top 20 on the charts. This was written by Don Reed. This is another kind of a reminiscing song. We had several of those last week in the Statler Brothers set. So this is another one of these reminiscing songs. It takes you through the decades, starting in the 50s. And because it was originally recorded back in 1981, it was the final top 20 hit that included their original tenor, Lou DeWitt, even though it wasn't released until 82. This song is called Child of the 50s. I grew up a child of the 50s, learned to dance to the beat of rock and roll. Television was my friend, I loved Lucy Rin Tin Tin. Kissed my first girl when I was 10 years old. Took a turn for the worse in the 60s. Saw some real people die on TV. Learned love's hard cold facts, paid my first income tax. One small step for the man I'm gonna be. And I'll never feel bad about the times that we had. I'll never look back in regret. The heaven you gave I will treasure and save, 'cause it might be as close as I get. The 70s were 10 years of reruns. News of Watergate was nothing new. The Democrats got in, we fell in love again. When Elvis died, we all knew that we could too. Now I'm facing the most of the 80s, old enough to run for president. Well, it's hard to think it's me, the father of three. Oh, America, I don't know where it went. And I'll never feel bad about the times that we had. I'll never look back in regret. The heaven you gave I will treasure and save, 'cause it might be as close as I get. Yes, the heaven you gave I will treasure and save, 'cause it might be as close as I get. All right. Next up, it's one of those rare Statler Brothers songs that they did not write, and no one in the group wrote. This song was actually written way back in 1953. And the Statlers' recording of it was their first song to feature the new tenor, Jimmy Fortune, who replaced Lou DeWitt. The song went to number 2 on the charts for them, 1983, and this song is called Oh Baby Mine. Oh, baby mine, I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you, that's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms around you, life would be so fair. If you were here, we two could hug and kiss and never tire. I'm on fire, you are my one desire. I get so lonely when I dream about you. Why can't you be there? Oh baby, tossing and turning in my slumber. Oh baby, holding you it seems. Oh baby, I'd give you kisses without number. but only in my dreams. Oh, baby mine, I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair. Oh, baby, tossing and turning in my slumber. Oh, baby, holding you it seems. Oh, baby, I'd give you kisses without number, but only in my dreams. Oh, baby mine, I get so lonely when I dream about you. Can't do without you. That's why I dream about you. If I could only put my arms about you, life would be so fair. Baby, life would be so fair. Oh, baby, life would be so fair. Not sure why I just could not seem to go from the beginning back into the chorus. It just was a bump in the tracks, I guess. All right, next up, another song written by Harold and Don Reed. This song went to number 9 in 1983 for the group, and it is called Guilty. If she's guilty, so am I. If she's forgotten how to cry, if she gets lonely, don't know why. If she's guilty, so am I. If she's changed, I'll take the blame. If somehow she's not the same, if there's a distant look in her eyes, and she's lost the will to try, if she seems bitter of other days, seems to have lost her Baptist ways, if the truth comes harder than a lie, if she's guilty, so am I. If she's guilty, so am I. If she's forgotten how to cry, if she gets lonely, don't know why. If she's guilty, so am I. If she's guilty, so am I. If she's forgotten how to cry, if she gets lonely, don't know why. If she's guilty, so am I. 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 If she's guilty, so am I. So am I, so am I, so am I, so am I. All right. Now, we've got one more song to do, Statler Brothers song. So our last one for tonight was their second number 1 hit, this one in 1983. This song was actually written by their new tenor singer, Jimmy Fortune, and it was rumored to have been written about Elizabeth Taylor. But there's an interesting story behind that rumor. It turns out the Statler brothers were actually the ones who started that rumor. The songwriter, Jimmy Fortune, later recalled, he said, "We were in Tucson, Arizona, and Elizabeth Taylor was shooting a movie out there at the time and got wind that we were there. She had heard the song learned we were nearby and called our management to see if we could meet with her. So we went to the site where they were filming her movie. She came on our bus and sat there, and I sat there and sang this song to her across the table. And I looked into those beautiful blue eyes. He continued, I tell you, she has the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen. Harold Reed was looking at her too, and this is how that story got started. He looked at her and said, "We wrote that song just for you." Even though Harold didn't write the song, Jimmy Fortune wrote the song, but that they started the rumor on their own. This song is called Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth, I long to see your pretty face. I long to touch your lips. I long to feel your warm embrace. Don't know if I could ever live my life without you. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure missing you. I remember when we shared a life together. You gave me strength and love and life that felt brand new. But you're so far away, I have to say I'm feeling blue. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure missing you. Oh, Elizabeth, I long to see your pretty face. I long to touch your lips. I long to feel your warm embrace. Don't know if I could ever live my life without you. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure missing you. Well, it's been said before that you've caused many heartaches, and I wonder if that part's really true. Be it right or wrong, it feels my heart will surely break. Oh, Elizabeth, I hope you understand. Oh, Elizabeth, I long to see your pretty face. I long to touch your lips. I long to feel your warm embrace. Don't know if I could ever live my life without you. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure missing you. Don't know if I could ever live my life without you. Oh, Elizabeth, I'm sure missing you. Oh, All right. Now, our gospel song for tonight. Written way back in the 1890s by Eliza Snow, and it's one of the first gospel songs that I ever sang in church with a guitar like this. It's kind of an icebreaker for me. This is called Life's Railway to Heaven. Life is like a mountain railway with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves that fills the tunnels, never falter, never fail. Keep your hands upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Where you will roll up grades of trial, you will cross the bridge of strife. See that God is your conductor on this lightning train of life. Always mindful of obstruction, do your duty, never fail. Keep your hands upon the throttle and your eyes upon the rail. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Blessed Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. All right, which puts us right into our weekly benediction to send you on your way and wish you a good week. Till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you, whether near or far away. May you find that long-awaited golden day today. May your troubles all be small ones, and your fortune 10 times 10. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May you walk with sunlight shining and a bluebird in every tree. May there be a silver lining back of every cloud you see. Fill your dreams with sweet tomorrows, never mind what might have been. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. May the good Lord bless and keep you till we meet again. All right. I should make sure I'm caught up on everything. Ray Pat, I'm not sure which one you love so much. It probably was that maybe Oh Baby Mine. Just guessing. Charles, thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Craig, as well. You're welcome. And likewise for you. God bless. And Gail, thank you. And Ray Pat, thank you as well. Have a great evening. Have a great week. We'll be back next week. We'll finish up Statler Brothers next week. Get into Steve Wariner. I don't know how many Steve Wariner songs there are. Not as many as Statler Brothers, I guarantee that. So I don't know if we'll get beyond Steve Wariner next week, but I know he has a few that are kind of good classic feeling songs. So Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you know someone you think might enjoy this, please feel free to share. Also, I am putting these on YouTube. The last couple of weeks, for whatever reason, when I play them back on Facebook, they've been pausing. I don't know if that's my computer or something that's just on my end, but the YouTube ones have not been pausing. So that is there as well. I will maybe throw that link in back into the feed here on my music page. It's in there if you scroll down far enough, but it's been a while since I put the link in, so for YouTube. Anyway, have a great evening. Have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.